Welcome back. Today we're going to do a little bit of car cleaning tips along with a follow-up on that Top Fit install I did a while back. I will have a link wherever it is up above to the video where I did the install for this Top Fit. It's not a wrap, I guess it's just a cover, console cover, as well as the Top Fit drink holder liner, I guess you could call it. So follow up on those two, as well as what I'm going to use today to clean the seats. They are pretty dirty after our trip, as you can see, especially the dog made quite a mess back there, so that is definitely going to need to be cleaned. And I've got some new products that I'd like to try out and see which one I like better to use going forward. So first up, we do have the console cover, which I do very much like this console cover. After using it for, I don't know how long it's been, a couple of months now. This has worked very well. Still looks great. Cleans up nice. It will clean up nice once I clean it here. But this cup liner, or whatever you want to call it, this one I am not as pleased with. So turns out this is actually... It's nice because you can just take it out and clean it or whatever, but honestly I haven't actually done that. I've just kind of vacuumed it out in place, so don't usually take it out and clean it that way. So it seemed like a good idea as far as that respect, and it was pretty cheap, so no big deal. But I found that even the smallest cups that we usually have in here, they don't actually fit in this cup liner very well. They require you to kind of smash it in there. And the same is true for a lot of drinks that we get at restaurants. So honestly, that's not a good thing, because it's not very secure if you don't put it in there really well. And if you put it in there really well, you're likely to potentially slosh it. Or if it's a cup at a restaurant, you might crush the cup trying to get it out of there. So not a fan of that. So I'm just going to go ahead and get rid of this. So, but yeah, without that cup liner, cup fits in there. Yeah, it still jiggles, but it goes all the way down to the bottom, and I'm not worried about it going anywhere. And it's easy to take out, put it back in. So I'm going to leave it like this without the cup liner, and we're going to go from there. Now, let's get started on cleaning these seats. As you can see, very dirty seat here in the back. Again, that was from picking up the dog, and we didn't actually have the seat cover because we went straight from our road trip to picking up the dog. So unfortunately she was right on the seat, and she was pretty dirty. So that's okay though, because I am confident it's going to clean up nicely. But I got a couple products I'm going to try out today and see which one is better, and I'll use going forward. I do have a few different products here. In fact, here's another one. This is the one right here that I've been using for the majority of the cleaning. It is a diluted, basically like an orange degreaser type stuff. It's diluted. It's okay, and it's not too harsh because, like I said, I diluted it, so it works pretty well. It cleans and it gives a decent scent. So that one's okay. I like it just fine, although it's not particularly directed at using it for seats. It's really just a very multi-purpose cleaner. So the only thing it doesn't really do very well on is windows. So it's not like a glass cleaner, but all the other surfaces around the car works well for that. So I might continue to use a degreaser of some sort like this for around the car. However, I did pick up a new Chemical Guys leather cleaner, as well as leather conditioner, and their orange degreaser. Now the degreaser, it's recommended that you dilute this rather than just using it straight up. So I'll try it out without diluting it just to see what it does. But it is my understanding that you shouldn't use that for very long or very often if you're going to be using it without diluting it. So that's not going to be probably my normal go-to choice. It might be for things that are a little bit more difficult to clean up. I might use that for that. And this leather cleaner, I've used it a couple times. I actually like it. It smells good, and it doesn't work too bad. I haven't tried the leather conditioner, so I'm not sure about that. This one over here I've had for a while. Used it a few times. It's Meguiar's Gold Class Rich Leather. It's a cleaner, conditioner, and protectant all in one. I do like this one okay. However, it does leave sort of a residue, I guess you would call it, on the seats. So it kind of makes the seats kind of slick. And worried about kind of getting that stuff on you. So you got to make sure that you really clean it up really well when you use it. So I'm okay with that one, but honestly, I've so far seemed to prefer this one. So let's check it out on these seats here. Which one does a good job or the best job on this area here? All right, so first up, orange degreaser of whatever no-name brand. Spray a little bit on there. Clean that up. It does clean pretty well, like I said, and soft to the touch. Doesn't do too bad, but honestly, I don't feel like it's protecting the actual car seat material. I don't think it's really good for that necessarily. I don't think it's bad, but it might actually be taking a little bit of that protective coating, whatever they have on the seats, off each time you use it. Much like if you use like an alcohol wipe or something like that, it works really well, but it's probably taking a little bit of that protective layer off at the same time. So that's why I'd like to try to get away from that. I'm going to try a little bit of this leather cleaner. Oh, it's off. Okay. Spray it on there. The leather cleaner also does a good job of cleaning, it seems. But it's much smoother after you use that. It's almost like it conditions it a little bit at the same time. So I do feel like this is much better for the seats themselves. Now, this leather cleaner is not multi-purpose really, so yes, I can use it on other things, but I think it's best for the seats themselves. Now I'm going to try this orange degreaser. Again, it is full strength, so don't want to use a whole lot or very often. Wow, it's really orange. See how that cleans up? Yeah, that cleans up really well. It smells pretty good too. However, again, just like this other orange degreaser, it gives much more of a dry clean afterwards, rather than it feeling like it's conditioning or specifically designed for the seats to help condition them. It really just seems dry. So that would, again, I think be a good thing to use for more of a tough to get things around, like maybe the backs of the seats and, you know, hard plastics and stuff. I think it might be better for cleaning those things. Now, let's see. Let's do the Meguiar's real quick. See, that's a little bit different there. And I don't know if you can see it, but it actually gives more of a shiny and shining feeling to it. And it I don't really like the smell that great, honestly. So I'm not so sure about that. Again, probably not going to use that Meguiar's anymore. And then let's see this leather conditioner. Let's see what this is like. So there's a little bit of that stuff, and this stuff is definitely different. See how that works. Again, it's supposed to be used on an already clean seat, and it should help it stay nice and soft. I don't know. It smells a little bit weird, honestly. So I might consider using this sometimes. However, it's definitely going to be a rare occurrence when I actually would use this on all of the seats. All right, so there you go. I think from my choice out of these things, I do have the degreaser, which is nice for, like I said, I think more difficult things to clean up, maybe harder surface or something like that. But for the seats, I think my pick is definitely going to be the Chemical Guys leather cleaner. So this one is definitely a good product. Smells good, cleans up nice, doesn't get all shiny and weird. So definitely like that, one of the best out of all these products, and I feel like it's doing a good cleaning job and is good for the seats to be used. So definitely going to be using that more often. I will have links in the description below for all of the Chemical Guys things. Again, I don't think that I'm going to be using the conditioner very often because it's just a little bit too much for me. So there you have it. Thanks so much for watching, and I'm going to have to go get my car washed after I finish cleaning up all the seats.